Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming at you again with another vid. Well, we all know that there's going to be a big lineups of fights coming up over this weekend, which is March 5th. I can't wait. I'm excited. We got, not only the Tony Thompson, Luis Ortiz fight, we also have Salam Ali versus Jesse Vargas that would now is sanctioned to be for the vacant WBO welterweight title that was vacated by Timothy Bradley a couple weeks ago. Obviously, the reason behind that was the fact that Timothy Bradley didn't commit to fighting Saddam Ali, in other words, defending his title against him. So, from what I've read and heard, he had a choice either to take the Pacquiao fight or the Ali fight. Obviously, Bradley wanted to go for the money fight, so he decided to take the Pacquiao fight. So, can't really fault him for that. Because Tim Bradley's had a very tough career, and some people are gonna say, "Well, he's scared of Saddam Ali." That's bullshit. First of all, Saddam Ali, yeah, he's the number one rated mandatory challenger to the title, but I think Tim Bradley just feels that at this point that look, I've been in there, I've been in with the best. I fought a lot of young cats, I've beaten a lot of young cats, I took their undefeated records away. I mean, beating Saddam Ali doesn't really, to me, in my opinion, doesn't really prove anything. It doesn't hold merit to his record. I mean, it looks great in a way that he took another undefeated man's record, but it is what it is. But I'm getting a little carried away on this video. This is not what this video is about. But we also have I think the Ruslan Chagaev and Lucas Brown fight is supposed to be happening over the weekend as well. I could be incorrect on that. So, I mean, please, guys, in the comment section, let me know about that. But I do know it's happening this month. But on the UFC side, you got McGregor, Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz at the welterweight fight. Then we have on the undercard of that Holly Holm, she's defending her bantamweight title against Miesha Tate, which is going to be a damn good matchup. Which I'm going to do a breakdown and prediction about in maybe a day or two, or maybe probably by the end of the day. I'm going to do a breakdown and prediction on that. And I'm also going to do a prediction on the Frank Mir fight coming up as well. So at one of my subscribers' requests. So anyhow, I wanted to bring in some news on the Tony Thompson and the Luis Ortiz fight that's coming up, which I can't wait. I think it's gonna be a damn good fight, to be honest with you. And another solidification to the heavyweight ranks at this point. It's been told, according to Boxing Scene, shout out to them, that the WBA will not sanction this fight between Ortiz and Thompson for the interim title. So this is a statement coming from the WBC. This is coming from the WBC. I'm not WBC, WBA. It says here, quote, "There's several reasons why the title won't be at stake. First, that Thompson, who is a tough competitor, is 44 years old and lost 3 of his last 5 fights. The second is that he's not ranked among the top 15 heavyweights. However, Thompson is ranked the top 15th in the world. And third reason is that Golden Boy had been ordered to negotiate a fight between Luis Ortiz and Alexander Usyk for the interim title. And with that said, Thompson was not included in this mix. WBA President Gilberto Jose Mendoza announced earlier this year that a tournament has been established with the sole purpose of establishing a single champion in the heavyweight division. Now, we all can agree this was long overdue, and this is definitely a step in the right direction because we're seeing too many alphabet belts, and it's crazy. We got the interim champions, we got the silver champions, we got the Oriental champions, the African WBO champions. Like, it's crazy, man. What's the point of all these damn minor titles for? And honestly, we know why, because the sanctioning bodies has gotten so greedy to the point that they're trying to collect more sanctioning fees, from small to the highest, depending on what type of champion, what type of champion do you fit in the category. Needless to say, the WBA is definitely taking the right step because I think we need to have. I don't mind having the major organizations like the WBO, the IBA. I'm sorry, not the IBA, the IBF, WBA, and WBC. That is fine, as long as you just have one champion. That way, it makes it much easier for us to get a unified and recognized champion and the undisputed champion. Having all these interim belts, these regular belts, it just makes no sense to me at all. It makes no sense. And I stated this in one of my previous videos. I don't count the interim belts or the WBA regular belts or whatever you may call it as a legitimate world champion. I'm sorry, I don't count that. That's just like a minor champion next to the actual recognized champion. You know, like for example, when Gennady Golovkin was the interim champion a few years ago. And this is not picking on Golovkin, guys. So Golovkin fans, please don't come at me with this. This is all fact. I actually like Gennady Golovkin. I'm just citing some examples here. Gennady Golovkin, for example, when he was interim champion back in 2010, and then after he won the interim title, he got upgraded to be regular champion. But at the same time, he was not the recognized champion because Felix Stern was the WBA super champion. And when Felix Stern vacated that title and moved up to super middleweight, Golovkin got promoted to become the WBA super champion. So it just creates a lot of confusion here about this whole upgrade to super status and to being a regular status and to an interim status. So to me, I just feel that if you're not the recognized champion, then you're not the champion of that sanctioned body. That's just my opinion, and I'm sure that 90% of people will agree with me on that. The same thing with Ruslan Jagayev. I know him and Lucas Brown are fighting for the regular title, but to me, obviously Jagayev is not the recognized champion in the WBA, and that, of course, is Tyson Fury, who is the linear champion. So you guys get my trip on this. And at the time, Jagayev has had the regular title for a long while now. Because Povetkin had was at one point was the regular champion, and he had fought Vladimir Klitschko, and since he was not the victor, I think he believed he lost that title, so that title became vacated. So it's just, see what I'm talking about, the confusion there. So if you're the regular champion and you fight the super champion, if the regular champion doesn't prevail, that regular champion loses his title and then it becomes vacant. So wow, I mean, I could be wrong on that. Just let me know if I'm wrong. Anyone, correct me in the comment section below about that, because I think that's what happened before Povetkin fought Klitschko. So what does this mean for Tony Thompson? Is this disappointing to him that he can't fight for the interim title? Maybe, but I honestly say this: I don't think it shouldn't mean that much to him. I think if he beats Luis Ortiz, and he may have a good shot at beating him, but even though he is going to be a significant underdog in this fight, I think that he will definitely climb higher in the rankings, especially in the WBA. He'll definitely probably eclipse Luis Ortiz's spot in the rankings. Even though Luis Ortiz will still be in the top 5, but he won't drop as significantly if he does lose this fight. And definitely Tony Thompson will definitely move up higher in the rankings, in the world rankings, if he does win. Now, for Thompson to win this fight, he's, like I mentioned in my earlier video when this fight got announced, he's going to have to negate those uppercuts in the inside, because Luis Ortiz is a tremendous inside fighter. So he's got to make sure to keep this fight at a distance and don't allow Ortiz to come inside and pressure him, because that's what Ortiz is best at. And let's not get it twisted now, because Ortiz can also box too. He can also fight from the outside. He has incredible long reach. So he does have a chance to win this fight from the outside as well. Keep peppering the jab, come moving this to his right to disrupt Thompson, confuse him, and then move in and follow up with a left cross or his famous inside uppercuts to disrupt Thompson. So definitely gonna be a damn good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think about it. Drop a comment below, share, subscribe. Signing off. Peace.